The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrived at the arena. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. In this one, you'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. We are new.
Well, guys,
it's tough to stop. You're right, DA. Thank you. We've got a terrific front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who is the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast. And I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in a hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in its small forward. Here's Westbrook after Ben Simmons' bucket. Green inside, guarded by Harris. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night. That's good from Green.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously tricky. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Lets it go from 11. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powers through it.
As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And here is Simmons. James Harden getting it to go from deep to the left wing. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Last game for the Rockets. They picked up the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Westbrook against Simmons. And that one's good. Westbrook.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Simmons left side. And then Simmons slams it in.
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Here's Westbrook. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And a nice job here early of establishing establishing an inside presence. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well, just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Now here's Simmons. He picked up 15 points in their last one against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Here is Harden, following the score by Josh Richardson. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. Superb.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA. I mean, great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Jacks up a three. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. That one falls.
Yeah, Kevin, I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Embiid inside. Capella's there. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offense.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got five. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
Scott finds Richardson. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Clint Capella. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the 76ers, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Embiid. James Ennis comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burke in for Ben Simmons. Harris's shot is good.
And you can try to rough Harris up all you want, but he'll still find a way to hit shots on the drive. Just to master reading shot angles and getting the attempts over the field.
Here is House. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Burke. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Now here's Gordon. He had 16 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. And O'Quinn sends it back. And they get it back. 4 on the shot clock. Sefolosha's shot is good.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Scott dishes to Burke. With 3, Harris. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And here's Gordon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep three-point range, and he's able to get it back. It's a tie game here in Houston. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around you.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. And if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. And it's Chandler. That's Thabo Cephalosha. And it's House, and it's the forcer. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
That's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And here's Harris from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Chandler. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris against Cephalosha. Here's House. And the jumper falls for him. House has got it all tied up now for Houston.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Harris. Again, Philadelphia. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Jonah Bolden. And Simmons, he's checked in for Harris. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Ennis. Yep, that one goes.
He's a tricky player. He's so difficult to guard. Simmons excels at going with the floater at the right time.
Harden inside the three-point line. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies. Passes it to Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
That's good from Simmons.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. He's 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
They were connected, and when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
And that one's good. Burt. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And here's Richardson following Russell Westbrook's 3. Over Harden, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Okay, that's the shot he loves. I mean, unless there's a guy right in his jersey, he's going to convert.
For 3, Westbrook hands it from downtown. Westbrook's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Rockets.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Here's Simmons. He makes makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Wow. Taking whatever he sees in the pick and roll. Simmons, you got to respect how short he is.
It's Westbrook with the drive. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played with.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put enough practice time. You know what we should do. Now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love it.
Right. Scotty's checked in for Burke. Good.
When Orphan gets the ball down low, he has tons of ways to beat you.
Westbrook surveying the D. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I mean, and when you look at the big man Capella sprint down the floor, when he's finishing in transition, it has to motivate the rest of his teammates.
Now here's Embiid. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Deflects the pass and stolen by Horford.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Yes, I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possessions. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
So here's Westbrook. He's got 13. And Tucker kicks to Harden. From downtown. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Simmons against Green. Outside, Simmons fires the 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Capella, the pass to Westbrook. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Jones. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, what? And that does it for our halftime show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Richardson for 3. No good on that one. And Houston the other way.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
And here is Simmons. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And Embiid throws it down.
Chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
Here's Harden. Count it. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Now Harden, following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about that? able to maintain control and finish the play.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Embiid, and Jonah Bolden subbed in for Al Horford. Philadelphia shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Now here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Driving to the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And it's in there. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Now, here's Burke. He has 7. Harris outside. Knocked away. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Just 4 to shoot. Harris inside the line. Again, Philadelphia.
Oh, we've seen Harris step up as an offensive threat. I mean, the more he looks to score, the better he is.
Richardson against Gordon. Over Richardson. Again, the Rockets score. The 76ers trail by 7. The pass to Bolden. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard or offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hair in the cookie?
Now, here's Richardson. After a quick Cabela's miss. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons checked in for Trey Burke. The 76ers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the free throw, no good. And when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Here's Gordon, following the score by Josh Richardson. Here's Rivers, lays it up off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 5.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Timeout called, the 76ers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Richardson. After Austin Rivers scored, Simmons and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You gotta at least contest Simmons from the mid-range. I mean, he has the touch to be effective.
Rivers scanning the floor. Pass to Harden. On deep. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. The drive by Simmons. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Pass to Rivers over Simmons. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Harden. Rivers has got his second bucket tonight.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And they double up Simmons for the tie. And the 76ers get it back. Stock up 2 there. Simmons got 15.
Oh, he's a supreme competitor. Simmons, he creates second chance opportunities with this hustle.
And stolen by Richardson. For the lead. And Capella sends it back. And now here's Rivers with fast break opportunity. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
And his coaches and teammates trust Rivers. This is why he feels comfortable pulling up like this.
Richardson for 3. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a crucial 3 there. They cut it close going into the 4th. This is far from over.
And at the close of the... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Green in at the small forward position.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
And the jump by Capella.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop sign.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Simmons. Passes to Richardson. Rebounded by Tucker.
That's high-quality defense right there. Read the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot. Now remember, Green's the man who blew out the candle on the cupcake at the dunk contest. This one might not be as fancy as that dunk.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Richardson. And they get it. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided. He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Green. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Ben Simmons.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Richardson against Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense. And Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
That's good from Richardson.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
Now here's Westbrook. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Green. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Harris. Here's Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of it. The front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
And here are the 76ers now. After the Rockets pick up 3. Simmons passes to Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. There's Embiid. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches.
Westbrook with the bucket.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Back to Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Offline from the top of the key.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Ben Simmons.
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. That's the kind of shot I'm trying to work for at the offensive end. Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Good!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Evan is trying to keep him focused.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. 4-3, Westbrook. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Yeah, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 6. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
honestly just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
There's one award as hard as one. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again. That's sixth man of the year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a star.
Nails the trade. Timeout called. The Rockets. They're up by 3. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job of, all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart.